People don't understand this. So
God, I love when you say that. We are the ultimate power. It just sounds,
we have the ability to do anything, and now we're more connected than ever. So the technology would allow us to make huge changes very quickly. We all talk about AI being conscious. The people who are programming AI are not conscious.
right.
They are living in the storyline. Definitely have an agenda. And I say that those of us who are seeking higher consciousness, who see a way for humanity to elevate itself, we could use AI to really make that happen.
Oh, for
And right
sure.
now is why we are seeing so many of us reincarnating on this mission in our lives because of such a pivotal point in history that AI is available to us to make the change.
To make it easier. I mean, AI, I remember when I first heard it, I was like scared of it. This was because I was not quite on my path yet. Or I was on my path, but I wasn't. And it was intimidating because I thought, well, this is going to take my job away. This is going to take this away. This is, what are humans going to do with themselves? There's going to be no jobs. How are we going to pay our house? How are we going to pay our taxes? How are we going to do this? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And that's what I was thinking. I was living in that fear. But as I go on, and I've told many people this, like, well, you're not going to have a job. You're not going to this. And I'm like, exactly. Like, but what is all these with AI? It's taking and allowing ourself more time, us humans, more time to do stuff with ourself that truly matters. Like, for example, this podcast. Editing a podcast could take me an hour or two to do that. Or I could hit a couple buttons with AI and boom, it's done within 10 minutes. And I got 30 shorts and reels and all this stuff. And it's like,
Yeah.
see how much time that saved me? Now
Yeah.
I can go enjoy doing this and I can enjoy, having a conversation again with another person.
And
And
you're using it to elevate consciousness. So
yes,
it can be used for the good.
yes.
And I do believe that those who are seeking to elevate their consciousness will be guided to do a job or to create a thing
Mhm,
that will bring them income and will allow them to sustain the wave of the destruction that probably does have to happen.
mhm.
And the quicker that we recognize that we do need to make change
Yeah.
and that we do have the power, the less traumatic it's going to be for everyone involved. But it's going to be the people who are stuck in the density, in the complaint, in the inability to change, to have flexible thought, the ones who blame everyone else for the things that are happening to them that are going to have the hardest time.
Yeah.
And there is going to be suffering. But we also have to recognize that a lot of that suffering is being brought upon themselves because they refuse to listen to the fact that there is a guiding force.
Mhm,
So I call it the human frequency.
mhm,
So the ants know what to do because they're on the ant frequency. A bear knows how to be a bear because he's on the bear frequency,
mhm,
right? The hummingbirds know how to be hummingbirds because they're on the hummingbird frequency. Humans have a frequency, the
mhm,
human frequency.
mhm.
And if you tune into it and put aside the storyline that's been overlaid, the fear based, you can hear the love of God speak to you. And it's not necessarily a voice that comes in and says, Zini, you need to do this thing. You know, it's like a flash. You see the flash.